Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new video. Now today you join me inside the Golf 8 GTI, so the latest generation Golf GTI, and we're going to be talking about the living experience with this car. So what is it like to live with on a daily basis? Now I really do hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's get right into it. So let's kick off this video by starting the car and heading out. So yeah, the climate controls are a bit confusing, but hey, I think I'm getting the hang of it. All right, there we go. So if you're considering buying this car, or you like this car, maybe it's your dream car, then this video is absolutely sorry about that. Or this is your dream car, I was saying, then this video is absolutely for you. Now every car is in some way or form flawed. It has some kind of flaw in a sense, and I've tried so hard to find some flaws with this car and I just couldn't. I guess it's that great. I mean, it is what it is in that sense. And so for all those people who are considering buying this car, I guess that's what you want to hear. I mean, you wouldn't want to buy a car that's flawed, right? So we're gonna kick off this video with fuel efficiency, and I have to say, this car, I think when it comes to efficiency, it is absolutely the best in its class because it really does save fuel. Now let's not get it twisted. This heavily depends on how you drive. That just goes without saying. But if you have the car in its most relaxed settings, then you will absolutely save fuel. You're just gonna see the fuel range climbing and climbing endlessly, and that is very fascinating because I would argue this car is even more efficient than some cars with even smaller engines, or rather much less power, which is very impressive if you think about it. Now the second point I want to raise applies specifically to South Africa, and that is this car gets a lot of attention, and I'm not even exaggerating. And I know in some senses that sounds crazy because this is just a Golf. It's not even like an exotic car like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, but out here this car gets a lot of attention. People will wave at you, people will stare at the car when it's parked. In some instances, people even walk up to you and tell you, "Nice car, dude." And that is, yeah, that's just crazy. And yeah, depending on what your personality is like, I think that makes you feel great about the car that you've bought. And yeah, the Golf 8 GTI gets you all the attention that you want. Okay, third point, on a daily basis, it's actually quite easy to forget that you're in a GTI. Remember, the GTI brand is performance oriented, and what this car does so well, and I think is one of the reasons why it is the most popular in its class, is how it is able to blend performance and daily ability. I don't know if that's a word, but it's a word that I would like to use. The way this car blends those two, it is literally fascinating. Like it has like these two personalities that work so well in the real world, because if you want, this car can be very relaxing. Like, the suspension is very solid, yet very comfortable. And VW has heavily revised the suspension compared to the predecessor, which is the Mark 7, and it is really noticeable in this car because, yeah, in here it's a very nice place to be. For one, the interior, all the tech gizmos and so on, although some of the executions are questionable, trust me, it's easy to get around all these tech features in here. Within a day or two of living with the car, you're really used to how everything in here works. Okay, maybe not everything, but point is, it's easy to get used to how everything works in here. And yeah, this car is very easy to live with. It's very dailyable, and also it can be quite fun. Hey, like, it's still very quick. It does all the GTI kind of funness really well. And yeah, I know as people would like to complain when a new car comes out, we complain about how it looks, how it doesn't sound as good as the predecessor and whatever. And I would argue, for one, this car is as fast, if not faster, than its predecessor. It's heavier, and so when it comes to like launching or getting off the line, that's where you will notice that it's a bit hesitant because of the weight. But once you're going, it is, man, it's really quick. I'd argue it's much quicker than the Mark 7. So yeah, that's something to note. So yeah, it's quite nice to live with. It's a very nice car to drive on a daily basis. Okay, final point is the car fits in and out of spaces quite easily. The parking sensors work quite well. The reverse camera is very clear. It has a very high resolution and a very wide angle, so you get a very good field of view. So it's quite easy to throw the car in and out of spaces. It's not a big car, also it's not a small car, so that works in its favor, in your favor as the driver when you're trying to park it. So yeah, it's quite easy to get in and out of spaces. So yeah, that's what it's like to live with the Mark 8 Golf GTI. Now yeah, if you're considering buying this car, then it is absolutely worth it. Yeah, I know we can keep on talking about the price, but the truth is, every new car now is expensive. All cars have moved on. If you look at something like a BMW M4, when they first came out, they were like 1.3, 1.4 million. Now the latest generation M4 is like 2 million. So literally everything has moved forward in terms of price. Now that doesn't apply to performance cars only. Even like normal cars, like a normal Polo or a Suzuki Swift, everything has moved on in terms of price. If you can afford this car and you like it, like I already said, it is every bit as great as you imagine it. It is an amazing car to live with. If you like this kind of setup as a hatchback and all the GTI badges and whatnot, then this car is absolutely for you. It'll be absolutely worth it. It's not going to disappoint you in any way. I've heard of problems with the infotainment systems and whatnot, but I personally haven't come across any issues. I haven't come across any owner of a Mark 8 GTI who's experienced like any problems in terms of software or infotainment systems or even mechanical. Now, I'm not saying they don't have any problems. I'm just saying I've never come across any. Now, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I really do hope it was in a way informative. Yeah, but until next time, that's cheers from me.